Why does Mario's jump feel so perfect and firing Doom's shotgun never gets old? The magic is called game feel, the invincible language that makes a game satisfying, addictive, and unforgettable. Game feel, in general, is the translation of game design into visual and audio inputs. This is one of the most important things in game dev, as there is no obvious recipe or a mathematical equation to make a very good game feel. It's easy to notice if you have a good game loop and you have a perfect timing visual input and audio input, the game will feel good to play, which is something is more important than anything in your video game. It's not just about the graphics or just the audio or the story, it's about the chemistry between all of these and how the game responds to you. Great game feel comes from three ingredients. The input response, when you click something, what happens should not happen with a lag or feel latent a bit, so the latency is at best case. So the input must have an instant effect usually. The second ingredient is visual feedback, so a screen shake, maybe a change in post-processing or the animation of the sprite change. Maybe even a particle system effect or a VFX happens when you press something. Sound design, every swing, dash, crouch, every single touching a grass or metal, every single detail needs a perfect audio to have a perfect response and game feel. Game feel decides if a mechanic is fun even before it's balanced. That's why some games with simple mechanics feels amazing, while others with complex system feel like chaos. It's why Stardew Valley farming loop feels so relaxing and Celeste platforming feels addictive, and why some AAA open worlds just feel empty and very boring. Two advices about game feel in general. First, it's not an afterthought. It's not something that you do after like in the production phase. You need to do that in pre-production phase, because doing it prior to the production phase will make you have a more control over how the game feel of the full game does. And this happens to all the great projects that we love. They usually do it first time, not after through the production. Because many people confuse it, because the name feel, they confuse it with the like polished state in the production phase, which is very difficult to actually it comes with like balancing effects and stuff like that. So game feel in the polish phase, in the production phase, is one of the worst things that you could do. It need to be planned in the first of pre-production. So next time you dash, swing, or shoot in a game and it just feels right, that's not luck, that's game feel. The invincible language that makes good games great and bad games forgettable. So what I would advise you if you are making your video game is to make a very good game design principle for your game in the pre-production, with the planning of your game design feel in general, how the input and on the visual feedback and the audio feedback gonna be in your game. And then after deciding that in the pre-production with some prototype, you can go in the production phase and polish it as much as possible. The core gameplay mechanics need to be as polished as possible first in the development, because you need to understand that making the visual feedback and the audio feedback very perfect need to be first in production, to be hard coded inside the system itself, and not to be after through the the production phase in the polish phase. This is an important thing to do first handly, because many stuff gonna suck if you don't. So I hope you guys the best luck making your video games. We're trying to make as much videos here and trying to answer all the comments you guys drop in the comment section. So definitely, if you have one, just drop a comment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and that bell button. See you in the next video.